I am not a Nigerian. Nations are not imposed on people. People don't sit down in Berlin or anywhere and make people Nigerians. Nations are created by the will of the people. My people have never accepted Nigeria, so how can I be a Nigerian? Nobody can impose Nigeria on me. The free will of the people create nation. If everybody gathered together, the Jaw people, which include the Kalawari people, like nobody forced the Kalawari people to become Jaw people, they naturally know that they are Jaw people. So nobody will force an Owerri man, an Nkwere man, to be an Igbo person. He naturally knows he's an Igbo person. So if we want to be Nigerians, then we have to sit down and decide for ourselves that today we are going to give up our separate identities and accept Nigeria as our country. It's not about having investment in this country. Do you invest in an enemy-occupied territory? What is the security of your investment? How? You cannot invest in an enemy-occupied territory. 50 years after Biafra, what has been stopping the dialogue? 50 years is not enough. 50 years is not enough for dialogue. 50 years is not enough for restructuring. 50 years. I am 53 years old. So since I was 3 years old, they went to Aburi. Aburi failed. So what stopped them? If they really believe that we can coexist. If they want to dialogue, let them sit with us. We say, please, oh, we don't want to live with you. Now by force, you get neighbors, say you this neighbor. I don't want to the same house with you. Even my father said, if I marry, I don't go leave my father's house. Now by force I go live for my father's house. Now by force I go live with my brother, if they are our brothers. Now by force I go live with my sister. So there is no, we are not asking for war. We don't want war. Who wants to die? I don't want to die. I have 21 children. I don't want to die. I want to enjoy my life to 90-something. My grandmother died at the age of 94. My uncle just died at the age of 98. I want to enjoy my life very well, kokolo to the end. So who is calling for war? Who is calling for crisis? They are the ones who said, if we want to go, they will kill us. They are the ones who are attacking IPOB members. They are the ones who are killing people. They are the ones who say they have the power to kill. Nobody is saying we want to kill anybody. Leave us, let us go. Any of my child who is not ready to follow this path is not my child. That is if I did not achieve my heart desire to have freedom, my heart desire to spend my own currency, my heart desire to carry my own passport, my heart desire to display my own flag. And if peradventure anything happen and my children are to take over from me, and my child does not join and goes to join, that child, look at him very well, let them go and conduct. My son or daughter is not ready to take this one, then they should go and conduct a DNA on him. He's not my child. I've never drank alcohol. People say I smoke. I've never smoked. That does not mean drinking. Drinking is part of your life. So I'm not going to be ashamed. Ogogoro, now we make calm. Kai kai, now we make calm. I can't breathe. We they drink calm. But I've never drank. It does not make those who drink bad. I have never smoked. The job people normally before this time were not smokers. I've never smoked. As they have known, EFCC, they look, I did not steal anybody's money, and I have never stolen. So these are the things.
Asari Dokubo isn't happy with Bola Tinubu. Dokubo is the biggest loser in Nigeria's political scenes because this man wasted his resources and materials to campaign heavily for Tinubu. during the presidential elections and before the presidential elections. Dokubo had a massive plan. This man drew out a blueprint and formulated a lead. This man had a proper and a very, very planned out strategy for him to get a massive political position in Nigeria under the administration of Bola Tinubu. Showing right now on your screen is Dokubo together with his boys seated outside the premises of the Supreme Court in Abuja. This particular day was scheduled for the court to give a verdict regarding the double nomination of Kashim Shettima under Bola Tinubu. Dokubo knew that this was a perfect time for him to publicly show his support for Tinubu and possibly get a political position or appointment when Tinubu finally becomes the president of the country. Dokubo, together with his boys, were seen dancing and chanting the name of Bola Tinubu like if these guys were paid. But shockingly, Tinubu did not pay a dime to these guys to come out and publicly show support for him. When Bola Tinubu was sworn in as the president of Nigeria, Asari Dokubo knew that was a perfect time for him to come closer to Tinubu and possibly create a massive and a strong bond that will lead to various political interests. Showing right now on your screen is one of the days Dokubo visited Bola Tinubu in the presidential villa in Abuja after he was sworn in as the president of Nigeria. But shockingly, something very, very crazy happened this particular day that wasn't released to the general public or to any publications to get full access to. But we'll come back to this in a second. I will explain what really happened behind the scenes and the actions taken by Bola Tinubu to prevent any future damages. Showing right now on your screen is a particular day Dokubo castigated the leader of IPOB in the person of Nnamdi Kanu. In this particular conference, Dokubo vividly told Bola Tinubu that he shouldn't release Nnamdi Kanu from detention. But a lot of Nigerians did not get the message here. Dokubo wasn't interested about the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, but this man used the leader of IPOB as a means to get or to drive towards his selfish interest. This man wanted to get a very fat and big appointment from the administration of the All Progressive Congress headed by Bola Tinubu. Showing right now on your screen is a particular day when Dokubo, together with his men, publicly showed out arms and ammunitions. Remember, these men are not registered under any security or law enforcement agencies in Nigeria. Dokubo publicly exhibited a show of force in live television, and the All Progressive Congress and the general public and also security agencies did not do anything about this because we did not read any meaning into this public exhibition and show of arms in the public. Dokubo was passing two very interesting messages here, but Nigerians did not pick it up. First of all, Dokubo visited Bola Tinubu in the presidential villa, and that was a means to become a very close friend with the president and in the future get fat political positions or appointments under the administration of Bola Tinubu. And the second message he was trying to pass across is a show of force. Dokubo publicly showcased the fact that he still has the men and ammunitions to cause problems in the Niger Delta region of Nigeria. And this is more like a warning towards the president of the country, stating that if you don't do my bidding, I still have my men behind the scenes, so I still have these men and my boys will listen to me every single time, and we can stop you or stop any other person to come into our region and exploit us. We can cause all forms of political unrest under your administration. Dokubo passed two vital informations here, but nobody followed up. Now, let's go back to the day Dokubo visited Tinubu in the presidential villa. What really happened behind the scenes and what happened after this meeting? Nigerians woke up to a notice and declaration from the president stating that the ex-agitator from Niger Delta is no longer welcome or he has been banned from visiting the presidential villa located in Abuja. This came as a shocker because Nigerians were perplexed. We all knew Asari Dokubo to be a core supporter and a core agitator for Bola Tinubu. Why did Bola Ahmed Tinubu suddenly stop this same man from visiting him in the presidential villa? Well, the only reason why he was banned and stopped from visiting the presidential villa is the conversation he had with the president. Dokubo might have said one or two things to the president. He might have had some conversations and discussions that did not sit well with Tinubu. And it is very, very possible that Dokubo wanted a political position, probably a ministerial position in Nigeria. Fast forward to a couple of months after, Nigerians woke up to a video coming from the same person where he condemned the president of Nigeria, stating that his appointments and political decisions are one-sided, that he has been appointing various political holders from the southwestern part of the country, stating that Bola Tinubu isn't Buhari and he should try to run an inclusive form of administration. He shouldn't pick people from a particular region in the country, and people from other regions in the country will just have to stand by and watch. In this particular video, Dokubo did not show any form of anger. He was relaxed, he was seated, and he was very, very chill, condemning or criticizing the political strategy of the president. If you know Dokubo very, very well, this man is never ever calm. It's right to say that this man currently is cooking up something behind the scenes to possibly pay back or revenge the way and manner Bola Tinubu handled him and also trashed all of his political demands. Dokubo has become the biggest loser in Nigeria's political scene because he did not achieve anything. He wasn't given any contract. This man has made a fool of himself, and this man has wasted all of his resources and materials campaigning for a politician who is more intelligent than we think he is. And it is very, very possible that Asari Dokubo is cooking up and planning something, and the Nigerian security outlets should watch him closely. This guy has to be monitored every single time of the day because we all know who he is. We know what he can do, and we all know that this man sometimes can use violence to pass out various forms of information and messages to the public.